Yes, I see you there. You're getting ready to play the new episode, episode 90. You're getting ready to press it. You're like, all right, what's this guy going to come up with now? Well, here at the Hanging with Monster podcast, I got episode 90, and we're talking with Gerardo Pavon. He's the vocalist for a band called Bodybag, and they're a hardcore metal band from the Chicagoland area. I sit down and I talk with him over Zoom. We have some mutual friends. We bring up that and we talk about that for a little bit. Talk about the Soundlab days in Mokena. That was like the main venue that all us local guys hung out at and played with our first bands, our second bands, you know, the local scene and stuff. It's not really going on right now anymore, but that's another thing. That's 2002, 2003, 4, 5 era. Kind of came to a close, but what else do I talk to him about? How we came up with some of the vocal ideas for his songs. We talk about Mr. Daniel Bond, and we kind of get into mental care and get all into that. I think it's something we need to look at and talk about some more, for sure. Some people hurting out there, and some people get help, and some people don't. And when they don't, they go to destructive ways, and, you know, that's something we need to stop if we can. Look out for each other. Be there if you can, while you can, and offer any kind of support you can give these people. We talk about him moving to Washington now and what he's doing out there and what he's got going on out there and a little more. I've been getting some more guests ready for the upcoming weeks. There's one that I know personally, and then there are some that I don't know at all, and this will be the first time that I talk with all of them. I also got some guests lined up for, it seems like now, the whole month of October. I normally just do one episode, but I may be doing 3 or 4 episodes per week in the month of October, so it might be a whole month of special Halloween episodes. Getting ready to talk to some people that work for haunted houses that set it up, and some people that do the makeup, and some people who are actors in the haunted houses. So I'm going to have fun talking with them, so that should be interesting. Be on the lookout for that. So without further delay, we're going to start this off, episode 90, with Gerardo Pavon from Bodybag. So check this out and crank those jams. We are doing episode 90, and I'm here with Gerardo Pavon. Is that how I pronounce it?
Yes, sir.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, we have a lot of mutual friends from the Illinois area, the Illinois scene. Chris and Jason and
Sure.
Yeah, all them guys.
From
Yeah,
the farm.
did you go you hang out at like the Soundlab in Mokena and stuff? Did you
Oh, dude, that was the sound of infamous, man.
Yeah.
The fucking remember that gate? For some reason, there was some sort of chain link gate all the way to the roof.
Yeah.
I hurt myself many times on that thing.
Yeah. So how did you because I know you do vocals for some bands. Which bands were them?
So initially, when I started, I guess coming around, I was in a band called No Zodiac.
Okay.
And
with
that was
Felker, Alex
Yeah,
Felker.
dude, hell yeah, Alex Falker, dude. He's a Rastafarian now, bro. Can you believe that?
Shit. Yeah, I haven't talked to him since oh man, it's been a while. He came back to Illinois. Shit, I can't remember. Maybe a year ago or something like that. But after that, I haven't talked to him. He's up in Wisconsin.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
He's a good dude, man. He was always chill.
yep,
I
yep.
remember we used to practice in his house,
Uh-huh.
and out of nowhere, he would come out with a turtle,
Oh shit.
and just like a pet turtle. And he's like, "Hold on, I gotta walk my turtle." And we're like, "What?"
Was that house in Plainfield that
I think so.
yeah, Jason's dad Nick I think lives there now
Oh,
in
okay.
Shabatura. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Oh shit! You know what? I just confused Falker with Weldor, Alex Weldor. My bad. But yeah,
Oh.
no, yeah, yeah, my bad. But no, yeah, Falker, yeah, because he got married, right?
Yeah, yeah. He lives up in
Yeah,
Wisconsin
yeah,
now with his wife
yeah.
and yeah.
He's funny, dude. He was like when we first started playing music,
Yeah.
we are like, yo, this nerd ass dude can shred. You know, he's a good musician. You know,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
it's funny because yeah, after the band, it's weird, man. Like
Mm.
we had like a lot of people had like falling out, you know, and
Yeah.
like I stopped talking to a lot of people. But then you grow up and you're like, that's so stupid. Like, why am I gonna hold some sort of
Yeah.
animosity or grudge towards somebody that
Yeah.
like it's just music at the end of the day, you know. We're not Slayer, we're not
Yeah.
fucking,
Yeah.
we're not
Yeah.
some big. It's like I don't care, you know. And I
Yeah.
mean, I haven't talked to that guy in a few years, but whatever he's doing,
Yeah.
fucking hope everything is good with him and his family, man. You know,
Oh yeah,
that's
for sure. Is that
yeah. But I talk to Jason all the time.
okay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Did you see that he bought a Mustang?
Yeah, yeah,
Dude,
yeah. You must be doing a
fucking.
midlife crisis or
I was just gonna say that, dude. Like a midlife crisis. Fucking
well, he
chunk.
has that big ass truck, so he needed something
Oh, dude.
lower
I
to the
know.
ground, I guess, to go fast.
Uh, to balance his fucking ego. He should
Yeah.
have bought a Prius. Then he would have been like more,
Shit, yeah. Yeah, I seen that he like secretly got married um and yeah, I'm not sure where they went to get married, him and Carrie or
Yeah. Was it Iceland?
yeah, it might have been. Yeah, yeah. I thought it was a different country and shit
Yeah.
and like there was a show that was at the Forge in Joliet and yeah, that's kind of like how I found out. I'm like, shit, no one knew. It was
I
just like
know,
a
right?
secret wedding.
Dude, a lot of people are doing that. That's how me and my wife did it. We just
Okay.
went down to City Hall. We got married, and next thing you know,
Yeah.
like, we're living together and starting a fucking, a new
Oh,
life and shit in a way.
hell yeah.
But yeah, happy for Jason, and all the
Yeah.
bands that he's into. It
Oh
seems like
yeah.
a lot of us have been in like so many bands,
Oh yeah,
especially
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
especially like in the local scene. It's pretty cool though. It's good for the music and it's good for like you know
Yep.
like
Yep.
all the new kids that come up. They can see that just because one band sucks
Yeah.
doesn't mean that you got to stop doing music.
Yeah. Yeah. And then when one band splits up, it's like, okay, we got 4 to 5 bands or 4 to 5 musicians that if we need them, we could get a hold of them to start a new band. Like, oh, we need a drummer. Shit, they broke
Yeah,
up. Grab their drummer.
there's bands that like yeah we all recycle members at a certain point.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Where I gotta move places because
Oh, that's why.
there's some hummingbirds that are humming by my head, and I'm
Oh
not
shit.
trying to get
Yeah. Yeah, I was out in that area probably like a year or two ago. I flew out to Portland and was there
nice,
for like 3 days. And then my sister met me out there and we drove from Portland to Seattle.
nice.
And then I was out there for another 4 or 5 days. So yeah, I was just out there. That was it's a pretty cool area. I want to go out there again.
Yeah, man, come through whenever you want, man. We'll
Yeah,
kick
and
it.
I was around there at this time, so it wasn't wasn't in the winter. It wasn't,
Hmm.
it wasn't raining. It was,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, it does rain a lot. Like a lot of people say that it rains all the time, but like it's
yeah,
been a month and I haven't seen rain out here,
yeah,
summertime, you know?
yeah.
It's been hot. It's been
That whole
like,
week that we were out there, it didn't rain once. So
yeah. No, yeah,
yeah,
I mean, this area is beautiful. Like, honestly, when we moved out here, I was honestly thinking, I'm like, shit, it's gonna be a couple of months and then I'm gonna be homesick. You know,
yeah,
I'm gonna want
yeah,
to move.
yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to sell the house. I'm gonna get a
Oh,
new job and all that stuff. But man, it's
yeah,
been a few years, and I miss some of my friends. I'm obviously you miss your family and stuff, and going to like the local shows.
yeah,
But it's
right,
beautiful out here, man. Honestly, you
yeah,
cannot. I'm what 2 hours away from the mountains. I'm
yeah, yeah.
20
What
minutes
were
from
you
the
in
ocean.
Tacoma?
I'm Yeah, I'm in Tacoma. So
Okay,
I'm in
okay.
Tacoma, and then I got a lot of friends in Portland. I got a
Yeah.
lot of brothers in Portland, so I go to Portland often, or as much as I can, because
Oh, okay.
I do work a lot. So,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah. They got
I
like
love it. This whole
a
area is
music.
beautiful, man.
They got a music scene out there that you get into, or
In Tacoma, yeah, man. Actually, hardcore is pretty cool out here.
oh,
There's a lot of native people, so
uh-huh.
they got some really sick bands. There's a band called By All Means.
Okay.
One of my buddies is in it, and that band is fucking sick.
Oh
There's another
shit.
band called Apex Predator that I just
Oh,
started listening to. It's pretty
yeah.
sick.
Oh
And
shit.
when I was in the Zodiac, I used to talk to this guy named Zach, who's the guy who books all the shows out here.
Yeah.
His company's called Brainstem Production.
Mm-hmm.
He used to be in a band called Oblivion,
Okay.
and Oblivion was hard as fuck, man. That band
Yeah.
was the shit. And yeah, he runs all the shows over here. It's pretty cool, man. There's a lot. It's a pretty big scene, man. It kind of
Yeah.
reminds me of like the Soundlab days out here.
Oh shit. Yeah.
There's a lot of young kids.
Yeah.
And it's pretty big. And I hope that like a lot of tourists keep coming, because
Yeah.
how back in the days a lot of good tours used to skip like
Yeah.
Illinois. They used to skip
Yeah.
Chicago for some reason.
Yeah.
I feel like, I mean, we're so close to Canada that everybody's like, fuck that. We're not going all the way over there, but they should. There's just a lot of people that like good music over here.
Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah. For sure. Yeah, I think that was like a big thing that they would skip like Seattle and hit up Canada or whatever. But
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, are you you still you ever try to get back into because is like because Bodybag and No Zodiac those are no longer.
Oh, no Zodiac. They're. I guess they're still a band.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
in Arizona. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't
Yeah.
talk to any of those dudes anymore. But I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
good luck to everything that you do. Good
Uh-huh.
luck in
Yeah.
life, and
Yeah.
wish you the most success.
Yeah.
Body Bag, since Dan, which was our lead guitarist, since he passed, we
Yeah, I was
kind of like
going to
just
talk
said
about that
we didn't
too.
even say, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we never said no more shows, but I mean, if it's
Yeah.
something that we can, like, I don't know, for some sort of benefit,
Yeah.
and like something for mental health, or like
Mm-hmm.
veterans, or
Yeah.
like anything that he would have been cool with, like
Yep.
I'll be more than happy.
Oh
It's up
yeah.
to the rest of the guys. So
Yeah, you guys had
but
that
yeah,
the Rumble was that like your last show you guys played?
yeah,
Yeah.
that was pretty much like kind of like the last show.
Yeah.
I believe we might have played like a song or two at some show
Uh-huh.
in Gary,
Okay.
and it was one of those like, like everybody's playing a song or two, like
Okay.
we
Yeah,
should
yeah.
play a couple of Body Bag songs, and I was
Yeah.
like, fuck it, let's go. But
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, we also played I guess one of the last full shows with like the entire band, even
Yeah.
with Dan. We played Beat Down Nation in New York.
Okay. Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
was pretty dope. That was
Yeah.
pretty. Shout out to all the New York homies.
Oh shit.
Masa and
Yeah.
Lorcan.
Yeah. Yeah, what because I kind of follow and we have mutual friends and they posted,
Hmm.
when Dan had passed out, what like went on with that? Like I don't really know the story or I don't know if there is a story or
Yeah. So
for people who
Dan
don't
was a
know, I
veteran.
guess.
Yeah, and I mean, it's good to talk about that. Because Dan was a veteran. We Around that time, it was like we've been friends for like 15 years.
Yeah.
Um, and when we first met, we met at a show during a Bulldoze cover.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
And like I went and grabbed the mic and I sang along, and then like at the end of the show he's like, "Yo, what's your name?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm G." Yeah, so we met at a show, started a band, and then he I well we no nobody knew except
Uh-huh.
for like one other guy that he was in the Marines,
Yeah.
and that he had been deployed a bunch of times.
Oh, okay.
Uh, Later on, as we became friends and or more friends, we grow closer.
Yeah.
He told us that he was in the Marines. He was in Iraq a bunch of times,
Oh,
and I
okay.
guess he showed up during some of the worst times, like the heaviest fighting and stuff.
Yeah.
And he had a lot of PTSD
Oh, okay.
that we're young, and I mean we're not psychologists, so we don't know like
Yeah.
how to approach that. And it
Right.
wasn't like he was sitting there and telling us, "Yo, like I feel this way today, I feel
Yeah.
that way
Yeah.
tomorrow." So I guess he would channel all of his, I guess, anger, frustration through the music.
Yeah. Yeah.
We for most of the bands, most of the songs, we
Yeah.
wrote the lyrics together.
Okay.
So looking back at certain songs, you're like, oh shit,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
that meant something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And especially
Red
after,
flags after the fact.
dude, honestly,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
and not until he started another band
Hmm.
called IED.
Oh, okay.
Uh, that's when I was like, fuck,
Oh
you know,
shit. Yeah.
like this is real.
Yeah.
Plus, as we get older, you obviously have other friends, and some of
Yeah.
my other friends from not college, I wish, from high school,
Uh-huh.
and even some from the music scene, they were also veterans.
Yeah.
So you started to kind of like understand what trauma is. Well,
Yeah.
not understand by you, because we would never understand. If you didn't serve, you
Right.
didn't go through what they went through, you can't understand. But you can kind of see how
Uh-huh.
certain people act and what certain people say,
Yeah.
and
Patterns and
yeah,
yeah. Yeah.
and even the dark humor. At a certain point, before we knew anything, we're like, oh no, he's just being edgy, or it's just Dan being Dan.
Yeah. Yeah.
But later on, you're like, but yeah. So like I was saying, like his dark humor,
Yeah.
and you don't catch it.
Depression and
Yeah.
stuff, and rather than be depressed, they throw some humor on it. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I kind of do the same thing with certain stuff and shit myself.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah. Definitely.
that's like
Yeah.
what everyone said with like Trevor from Black Dahlia Murder. Like he would
For sure.
he kind of talked about it though, like on certain podcasts. Like he was saying, he was going through some major shit and trying to deal with it, and go through trying to get it fixed and stuff. And I don't know exactly what happened with him and stuff, but yeah,
Yeah.
that was a major blow.
Yeah. Definitely, man. I mean, life is hard as it is for just
Yeah.
regular people. And
And then
then you
that
add,
COVID stuff, and
oh God, yeah.
that just screwed a whole bunch of people up. And even with their health, you could be in perfectly fine and get that. And then some people had previous conditions, and just to throw COVID on top of it was just enough to take some people out and stuff. It was really, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. You get that COVID lung, and then next thing you know, you can't even go for a small or like a short walk because you're
Yeah.
running out of
Yeah.
breath and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wipe yourself out.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, life is, like I said, life is rough, and then you know you're already carrying a bunch of baggage as it is, and then you on top of that you add the stress of life, work,
Yeah. Yeah.
sometimes relationships, like
Yeah.
previous things that happened to you, like in your childhood, and then military stuff. Like some
Right.
people, they definitely can't. I don't
Yeah.
want to say can't handle it, but like it's too much sometimes, and
Yeah.
like
Yeah, for
some
sure.
people feel like that's the only way.
All right.
And it sucks, because at the end of the day, you know, they're in a better place,
Yeah.
and you hope that they have found their peace. And
Yeah, they got to deal with that pain of
you
living
know,
every day,
yeah,
with
and
everything. And yeah.
we
Yeah.
just kind of have to, I guess, live your life to like the best that you can, and I guess,
Yeah.
and just kind of like do your best to honor their memory.
Right. Right.
Like
Right.
stop being a piece of shit. Be loyal to your family. Be true
Yeah.
to your friends.
Right.
Be true to your brothers, and whatever you hold dear to. Be honest and
Yeah.
love them the way they love you, and be there
Yeah.
for them. Don't.
Yeah. Because at the end of
It's
the
hard.
day, all that stuff, it don't matter.
No,
It's
yeah,
we only have a certain amount of time to do what we can.
yeah, man.
So
Most definitely,
might as well make the best of it rather than
for sure, man.
hold a grudge for something stupid or
For what? Yeah,
yeah, for sure.
yeah, because I mean, like if you, I used to be the type of person that I was like, like I don't fuck with that guy, and I'm
Yeah,
never gonna fuck with that guy.
yeah,
Now I'm just like, I,
yeah.
who, what guy, like
Yeah,
what did he say about me? I'm like, whatever, dude. Like,
yeah,
if he has something to say, if you're not gonna tell it to my face,
yeah.
I don't care,
Right.
and I'm
Ain't
and
gonna
I'm and
waste
I'm the
your
same way.
time.
Yeah, yeah, like
Yeah, yeah,
and it sucks because this is supposed to be like the music scene for like the outcasts and people that
yeah.
like don't
Didn't have anywhere
don't
else to go. Didn't fit in with
for sure, for
didn't fit in
sure.
with the jocks. Didn't fit in with this or
Hmm.
that clicks and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, and it's
yeah.
it's crazy because like when I started coming to the hardcore scene, like I when I came from Mexico, we moved to the north side of Chicago, and
Okay.
then we ended up like in the middle, like Humboldt Park area.
Yeah,
Lived a little bit in the south side, and it's we never lived in nice neighborhoods.
yeah,
We
yeah.
never like I didn't go to private school. I didn't go to like I went to like four different high schools. So I kept getting kicked out.
Oh shit.
And most of my family members are gangbangers. Some of
Oh,
them
okay.
that are alive are still doing the same shit that they've been doing since since the
Yeah.
beginning of time. Like it's their life.
Yeah, yeah,
And every single time I go to Chicago, sometimes I'm like, oh shit.
yeah.
I don't want to say what's up to this cousin because he's gonna be
Yeah.
like, "Hey, come to the hood." I'm like, nah,
Yeah, yeah.
nah, bro, I'm good.
Trying to
But
avoid that.
yeah, but at the
Yeah.
same time, they're family, so no matter what,
Right,
I gotta
right,
I gotta be there for them too. And if
right, right.
if they need me for something, uh, shit, I might
Yeah,
have to go and take a little ride with them. But
yeah,
I try to stay away from that, bro. Like honestly, like
yeah.
I have a wife, I have three
Yeah, yeah. You
dogs.
got your life in
Fuck,
Tacoma now. You're out on
bro, I'm in the mountains.
those. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
trying
man.
to.
Yeah, just being out there, I'm like, shit, man. Got the mountains, got the lakes, got the hiking trails,
Yeah,
and nature all around. It's like a
yeah.
different world out there for
It's a different world, but believe it or not, man, like
Mm.
uh, Tacoma, there's some parts that I'm like, oh shit, like
Oh
it's
yeah,
wild. It's wild, like
yeah.
there's like East Tacoma. It's
Uh-huh.
no joke,
Oh
like
shit,
there's
yeah.
still bangers out here. There's still
Oh fuck. I
there's
didn't see
still
any. I made just kept in Seattle, and the
oh
worst
yeah.
I seen were the people in the tents and stuff
Oh
on the
god,
sides of the
that's
roads and shit.
bro. You know what? It sucks, and I feel bad for those people. I hope the
Right.
government could do more for them. But I'd
Yeah.
much rather go hang out with the bangers and shit and probably get shot than
Yeah.
go and like get step on a needle
Oh
and
yeah. Yeah.
or
Yeah.
get shit thrown at you. Because I mean, I've
Yeah.
heard. I work for UPS. I'm on the road all the time, and sometimes I do routes close to Seattle, and other drivers are telling me how like homeless people throw shit at them,
Oh
or like
really?
bottles of piss, or like they'll
Oh
like,
fuck.
and I'm just like, I would lose
Wow.
my job. I would
Wow.
commit
Yeah.
like
Yeah. For sure.
something
Yeah.
crazy
What are
if
you just
somebody.
supposed to take that? Like, I
Yeah,
mean,
like no, fuck that.
yeah. Fuck that for sure.
Yeah. At least that gambler is not gonna like throw pee at you, or I mean, maybe who knows? But like, but at that point,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah, man, it's crazy, dude. Like
Oh
it's
wow.
but
Yeah, I
it
didn't
is
know it was
beautiful over
like
here.
that with the homeless and stuff. But yeah, that's a crazy it was even like that when I touched down in Portland. My
Yeah.
sister picked me up from the airport and she's like, "Yeah, don't be started cuz it's not I mean, you kind of know where it is in Chicago, but
Mm-hmm.
uh yeah, didn't she's like, "Yeah, don't freak out or whatever." I'm like, "I'm not going to freak out," but as
Yeah.
soon as we got, 5-10 minutes from the airport is just like boom, just 10, 10, 10, 10,
Yep.
10. I'm like, oh shit. And they
And
have them
Portland
like
is,
right off the main roads and shit,
oh
like
yeah,
near like the interstates and shit.
yeah.
Like,
Well,
oh,
downtown Portland, I guess homeless people have more rights to live in the street than like
oh,
businesses
oh yeah,
have to like operate, which is crazy, you know.
yeah,
But like, I don't know, man. But yeah, Portland is also pretty nuts because I have a homie out there, well, a bunch of homies out there, and they
yeah,
keep telling me that, you know, and the numbers, like the numbers, streets and areas,
yeah,
it's active. You know,
yeah.
there are a lot of shootings, a lot of bangers,
Oh
a lot of
shit.
murders and
Yeah.
stuff. So I guess just like every major city, they got their own thing going on, you know.
Right, right. Yeah,
But you
Chicago's
know,
got that definitely.
yeah, yeah, dude, fuck yeah, dude. Like sometimes I look back and I'm like, fuck, you know,
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
I
But
made
it
it.
sounds like it's like that everywhere. I mean, in every major city. So it's
Yeah,
like, what do you do? I don't know
yeah,
what I don't know. Maybe yeah, maybe the COVID just got everyone even more crazier than they were, and then when they got the freedom to get out, then it was game
free
on,
for
I
all.
guess.
Yeah, man, it's a free for all, and
Yeah, and they got
but
the
you know,
people hopping into shops now and just snatching up what they
uh,
can, and you know, some of the owners are now even carrying guns and shit and
yeah.
shooting people in
Well,
the faces and shit, and
yeah, oh yeah, you saw that guy, that's the convenience store guy,
yeah.
who just stabbed the dude a bunch of
Oh
times.
yeah,
That shit
yeah.
was nuts,
It's
dude. I
like
was
shit,
like,
it's
damn.
on.
And then you heard the kid go, "I'm dead," and I'm
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, you are." You know, shit,
Yeah, you wanted
you
to
probably
rob
are.
him. You know, like what did you rob him for? You know, what were you gonna grab that was worth your life?
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's just
Like,
you're gonna get enough money to buy some shoes or maybe
yeah,
some
yeah.
drugs or
If you
whatever. But you know,
they're
at the
hopping
same
in,
time, yeah, I don't want to be that guy that or like that person that's just, I mean, fuck that guy, because
yeah,
you don't know. You know, maybe he needed money for something that
yeah,
actually
yeah.
he actually needed it. But there's
Right,
other ways, man. Like there's other
right.
ways for sure. You know.
Yeah, they want to. It
At
seems like they want to find the quick way rather
mhm.
than you know.
Yeah. I mean, if that's the case, go rob a Walmart, go rob a
Yeah,
Target, a big
yeah,
store that they
yeah,
have actual uh like percentages of stuff that they can lose without it
yeah,
impacting their store. But if you're gonna run and rob a mom and pop shop,
yeah, yeah.
then
Right.
you know it is what it is. You play stupid games,
Yeah.
you win stupid prices, you know. So
Right, right, right.
yeah, like I
Yeah.
remember when I was a kid, we used to take care of a laundromat in the north side.
Okay.
And that was like in one of the main neighborhoods from
Yeah.
like the neighborhood gang and shit. It was very active.
Oh shit.
And one of our things was well, allegedly, allegedly,
Uh-huh.
homies used to come in
Yeah.
and they just give us a nod, but like they would run in and they were like, oh shit, they're getting chased. So I would run to the front door and lock the door. So then the
Okay.
cops would come in
No,
and
we
they're
didn't
like,
see him.
let us
No.
in, let us in. I'm like, oh shit, sorry, we're closed. I'd open the door. Like,
Yeah.
what happened? You know,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
what happened? I don't know. I don't speak
Yeah.
English. And they're like, where's that guy? I'm like, I don't know.
What
What guy?
guy?
There's
What guy?
just a
I didn't
bunch
see
of
no guy.
people. Yeah. And they're like, why are you closed if there's people doing laundry?
uh,
I'm like, oh, because it's dark and it's crazy out there, you know? And they're, you're gonna get arrested. I'm like, bro, I'm 12. No, I'm not. You know, get out of here. You know?
Shit. Yeah.
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 But I mean, yeah, it's crazy, man. Like life is nuts. Life is nuts.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. To get back like on the music, you're a vocalist. Is that
Yeah.
did you ever you play instruments or anything or
So when I was a kid, I wanted to learn how to play the guitar, right?
uh-huh.
So I bought a guitar from a pawn shop. You know, it was like
Okay.
a $150 guitar or whatever.
Yep.
And I walked over to this music store on Clark Street,
Mhm.
and I walked in there, and there was a dude wearing an Iron Maiden shirt. I remember this. It was crazy. And I was like, oh hell yeah, he's a rocker, you know, like.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, dude. He's like, I'll teach you. It's $50 per lesson.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, per lesson. That's a lot of money, you know. It's a long time ago. And
Yeah.
he goes, but with you, for you, she's like, I'll do $50 a month and you'll
Oh
do
shit.
2 lessons a week. And I'm like, all right, for sure. And he's like, what do you want to learn how to play? I'm like, and back in those days, I was like, yo, Slayer, you know,
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
learn how to play Slayer. He goes, okay.
Yeah.
So he's like, we're going to learn how to play Rain and Blood. And I was like, what? What do you mean we're going to learn how to play Rain and Blood? He goes, yeah, just do what I do. And I was like, What the fuck do you mean to what I do? And then he just started shredding. Bro,
Yeah.
I went one lesson and I was
Yeah.
like, I'm never gonna get this. Because the dude's just like, play this, and he would start playing,
Yeah.
but like
Right. Right.
what chord? Like how do you,
Yeah.
you know, like,
Right. Right.
and that was the day that I
My
was like,
first time
yeah,
touching guitar. You want me to play Rain and Blood? Like what?
yeah. I was like, what the fuck? Like, so
He's probably
after
been
that,
playing it for years and shit, and
dude,
you're just first
I'm
touching,
sure.
holding the guitar.
Yeah, I was like, I'm sure he had because he played it fucking flawlessly, and I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, you've been doing this for a long time, so here's $50, I'm out of
Yeah.
here, like. And then I ended up pawning. I went back to the pawn shop and I saw the guitar to the same guy,
Oh shit.
and he gave me like, I think I paid 150. He gave me like $80. I was like,
Oh, oh
bro,
shit.
you sold it for 150.
Yeah.
He's like, yep, that's what
Yeah.
happens. I
Oh
was
shit.
fuck,
Yeah, that's how
man.
them pawn shops are. Yeah, they
hmm
yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, no,
I gotta make money.
I've always wanted to play. I always wanted to learn how to play bass.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I mean, you never know, you know.
Uh-huh.
I thought during the pandemic, I'm like, shit, I'm probably not gonna work, you know.
Yeah.
I'm probably not gonna do anything, so I'm gonna pick up an instrument. Shit. I was working like 14 hours every day. I was like, I have time
Yeah,
for
yeah.
nothing.
Yeah, I do a forklift job at a warehouse, and it's like the warehouse were the only people like fully working and stuff, or
hmm
some restaurants that were open and stuff that were
Yeah,
doing deliveries or pickup only and kind of stuff. And
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. We were busy, man, and we're still busy. Like I'm
yeah,
like, I worked
yeah.
yesterday 12 hours, so it's
Oh shit. Yeah,
like,
next thing you know, Christmas will be coming
oh
up, and
shit, dude.
you have to deal with that that stuff. And
Yeah, I'm not ready.
are you
I'm not ready.
a driver then, or
Yeah, yeah, I'm
yeah,
a driver. Yeah,
yeah, you have people load your truck up for you, and yeah,
yeah. They load my truck and then I go and do my thing, come back
yeah, yeah,
in the day and do it all over again every day, dude.
yeah, for sure.
It's fun.
Yeah, it pays them bills, and
Shit. Luckily, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Thankfully, 2 more years, and I get to like the top scale,
Okay,
and can't wait, man. Because
yeah.
it just seems like, with inflation and everything, things keep
Oh
getting
yeah,
more
yeah, with gas
expensive. And
prices and
oh
fucking
fuck, dude,
uh,
gas
uh,
insane out here.
gas
It's
and
like,
food and yeah, just everything. I had my
hmm
landlord hit me up. He's like, "Yeah, man, gas prices and water, that went up for me, so I'm gonna have to raise your rent and shit." I'm like, "Oh,
fuck, dude.
fuck."
At a certain point, is like, why am I paying rent? I'm just gonna try and buy a house. Like,
Yeah, right,
because like at least it's your stuff. You can do whatever you
right,
want to do in there.
yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
but yeah, man.
How long have you worked for is it UPS?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
2 years now. Two
Oh,
years.
okay. All right. Yeah,
So
yeah.
basically, I started here. I started working for them like almost a little bit over a year after I moved out here.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, yeah.
so ever since then, it's been nonstop, man. I think
Hmm.
in 2 years, uh, you learn a lot about what you do.
Yeah.
And I used to think that this was such a crazy job, and I'm like, holy shit, like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make it, but
Yeah, them
it's
first
not that
couple
bad.
weeks you're still
Yeah,
getting used to it,
yeah,
trying to get the system and everything. And
yeah.
then after a year you're kind of into it, and the second year you're yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but it's cool, man. I like it. I love it actually, and like you said, it pays the bill. So
Right.
I'm in
Right.
it. I'm in it for the long run.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so you just mainly do vocals then?
Yeah, mostly vocals. Like I
Yeah.
said, I want to learn how to play an instrument. I feel like you can always do it. If you really wanted to. You just gotta
Right.
find the time to it. But
Yeah, yeah,
uh,
yeah. The
but
time.
yeah, I would love to learn how to play bass. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah.
And I remember I used to tell Dan, I'm like, hey, you teach me how to play guitar. And
Yeah.
he used to always be, nah. He was just like, nah. It's,
He would
it
have been
was
that
funny.
guy here, play Rain and Blood.
Dude, I know. Like,
Doing sweeps and stuff and
yeah,
shit.
I remember he used to listen to Old Man Child a lot.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, this is sick. Oh, it's kind of simple." He's like, "You could probably play that." I was like, "No, I can't. The fuck are you talking about, dude?"
He can play that because he's listened to it millions of
Yeah,
times.
over and over. Yeah,
Yeah.
like or we used to listen to Cradle of Filth, and
Uh-huh.
then just like we would go for like long drives and listen to Cradle of Filth, and then try to imitate like Danny Filth's
Oh shit.
vocals. It was just
Man.
fucking hilarious. Just
Yeah.
hilarious, hilarity. And then I used to be like, "Yo, you hear that or like that part in that song?" I
Yeah.
was like, like, can you like kind of like steal their idea?" Like, no. But then he was like, "I
I'm
got
not
you."
Danny Phil.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, shit.
It's pretty funny, man. Yeah.
Yeah. And now have you heard of Lorna Shore?
Oh yeah, dude, that dude is insane.
Yeah, yeah.
Holy
That's
fuck.
like Cradle Filth and his stuff is just like, wow.
Yeah,
I don't know how you could do that with your voice.
yeah. There's also I started listening to that band, Lord of the Shore. I'm like, man, those vocals are insane. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, how do you do it and still
Yeah,
have a voice? Still you
yeah,
can still talk. But
yeah,
then like I look at videos online and I'm just like, oh, this guy's vocals are sick. And then the
yeah.
next video is some like 14-year-old like
Yeah.
skinny blonde girl and is doing like the same shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know how they do that. They must have to like train their voice and their vocal cords, and it's like they start screaming this way and then it either goes higher and then higher or lower and lower, and I'm like, damn, there's
yeah.
levels.
Yeah, and I've never reached those levels, dude.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I
Even
guess like I read somewhere that like you have to do like neck workouts and shit like that
oh
sometimes
shit.
to keep
Yeah.
keep like your vocal cords like healthy. And I'm reading this, I'm like, yeah, let me just keep drinking my Modelo because I'm not gonna do neck workouts.
Yeah, that's how most the vocalist is like, I smoke cigarettes and I drink whiskey.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't smoke cigarettes, so definitely not. It's not gonna happen.
Like Phil from Pantera and shit. Like that's what
Yeah,
I do.
yeah.
But yeah, yeah. Where did you come up with like the lyrics then for most of the songs, or was it
For the
like
most
you?
part, it's like we would sit together and we'd have like some sort of topic.
Okay.
When we were in No Zodiac, we used to watch a lot of horror movies.
Oh, all right.
So a lot of the songs were based off of like horror movies,
Oh, okay. Yeah,
with
that's
a
cool.
little bit of our own personal stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, a lot of people didn't know that Dan and myself we were like super religious back then.
oh, okay.
And like I grew up Catholic and he grew up Christian.
Hmm.
And even though like hypocritical religious Christians basically, because
Yeah,
we both like curse and like at that time we were straight edge,
yeah,
but we were definitely not poster
yeah.
childs for Christianity, you know.
Yeah.
And even afterwards, like we were definitely not like I said, we weren't good Christians, but we
Yeah,
were. And some of those songs were basically like we would quote parts of the Bible or like we would quote parts of scripture.
yeah.
And I thought it was funny because there were some kids that were like, oh, shit, No Zodiac has this like crazy demon on the cover. There must be Satanists, blah blah blah. Or we
Yeah.
did like one crazy music video, and everybody was like, "Oh, you guys are misogynists," and
Oh,
blah blah blah.
oh shit.
And my
It's like, oh,
girlfriend
if
at
you
that
only really
time,
read the shit.
yeah, my girlfriend at the time, who was now my wife, was in that video,
Yeah,
and some of our buddies, girlfriends that are now like have kids with, and they're like in long term relationships, were also in that video.
yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, you guys treat women like shit," blah, blah, blah. And we're like, yo, it's just our like girlfriends. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, so,
Yeah,
but
right.
yeah, it was funny. Then on Bodybag, it got even more more Christian because most
Yeah,
of those songs were
yeah.
basically hymns and
Oh,
parts
yeah,
of scripture, and there was only one or two songs that were like like we would like talk a lot of shit about like the current scene or the current state of the scene at that specific point.
okay, yeah.
Like Generation Victim, I guess,
Oh,
is one of
okay,
the songs that a lot of people
okay,
liked.
yeah.
And
Leading into that, I could play that
yeah,
here. At you could talk about it.
Yeah, so like I guess a lot of the during that specific point
Yeah.
of the band, there was a lot of people that were like, oh, like cancel culture kind of started,
Oh
around that
yeah.
time, and it wasn't as big as it is now,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
everybody had something to cry about, you
Right.
know. Everybody was blaming everybody else's for the shit that they would get themselves into.
Yeah.
So we were just like, don't be a pussy, bro. Like just
Yeah, right.
own up to it, like stop crying. Like everybody needs somebody or something to cry about. Like
Right.
there's people that are actually going through some crazy shit
Yeah.
and
Right.
they're either dealing with it or they're
Yeah,
dealing with it,
right.
Stop
Yeah,
crying.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that was the scene, I guess, at that specific time. And there were other bands that were talking, mad crap about us. And since we were never part of like the popular, like, you know, like super fests and stuff like
Hmm.
that type of scene. Like
Yeah.
there were bands that would talk a lot of crap, and it's like whatever, dude.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's just
yeah.
like
Like I don't
being in
care.
high school and you hear, oh, this guy
Hmm.
said something about you or that. And it's like, all right.
Yeah,
Well, I don't fuck with him, so whatever.
yeah, exactly. So I was like, yeah. So that was part of that. Like of one of the main reasons we wrote that, and we had back then, our small group of friends became a much bigger group of friends, and part of that was like the shared mentality. Like, not everybody was crybaby. Not everybody was like,
Right.
made a big deal about everything.
Hmm.
And, we kind of bonded together and we're
Yeah.
like, yo, let's start more bands and support that band because, we have the same mentality. And then that guy had friends in another state and
Yeah.
became part of the same group. And it was a pretty cool time,
Yeah. Yeah.
back then,
Cool.
there were
Yeah.
like no divisions kind of a thing, like
Yep.
everybody was together. Yeah,
Hmm.
some of us clicked up and did the whole crew thing, but we were cool with each other, with other people, and whenever
Yeah.
there was some sort of misunderstanding, you could actually like talk about it or like and if it got to other things, just handle it. But
Right.
again, the main purpose of that song was just like kind of like call out like crybabies, like
Yeah. Yeah.
stop it, like
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
over it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I could play Generation Victim and then I could come back and talk to you some more.
Cool.
And yeah. So cool. All right. Check out Generation Victim. That's from Bodybag or is it
Yep.
okay.
Bodybag.
All right, sweet. Just to get that clear. Yeah, check out Generation Victim and I'll be back more.
Social justice doesn't fucking exist. It's survival of the fittest that you're not in. The real world will eat you alive. Dog eat dog and what's left is the fate for the rest. Crushed by reality, all you do is cry. A generations of victims go running high. Your meaningless maggots embrace big demise. Run to that safe space when you're wasting your life. When shit hits the fan, there will be a place to hide. I never give a shit, I never will. It's not my problem and it never will be.
Okay, we're back, and that was Generation Victim from Bodybag, and I'm talking with Gerardo Pavon, and yeah, man. Do you listen to many podcasts and stuff? I know you're driving for work and stuff. I don't know if they
Oh yeah,
allow you
dude,
to.
tons of podcasts.
Yeah.
Tons of podcasts. That's what I survive on, dude. Sometimes I'm also on the phone a lot.
Oh,
Well, on my breaks because you can't be on your phone. You know, like
right.
you gotta drive safe. But you know, I did talk to some friends. You know, I got another buddy who works for UPS in Illinois.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
we'll talk and stuff like that. But yeah, for the most part, it's either music podcasts or like just like a lot of conspiracy podcasts or
Oh,
like
yeah.
horror
Yeah.
podcasts, all that stuff, like
Uh-huh.
funny stuff, you know, like
Yeah.
just to keep
Listen to
your
like the Josta show or
yeah,
the guy from Machine Head.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
all
Or
those. Then the This Is Hardcore podcast
oh,
sometimes
okay.
too.
Yep.
Um, I used to listen to. I haven't listened to them as much. There's a really funny podcast called Conspiracy Beer Me.
Oh,
And it's
yeah.
just comedians talking about like just like I don't know, like the Mothman prophecy or like chupacabra and stuff
Oh,
like that.
okay.
Nothing too
Yeah.
crazy,
Yeah.
but they're drinking and then they're also like giving like their the non-expert opinion.
Yeah.
Fucking hilarious, dude. It's hilarious, you know.
It's good. It gets
Yeah.
funnier the more they drink and shit.
Oh yeah, yeah. They start talking about random things, and you're like, yo, when are you just talking about like I don't know
Yeah.
the abominable snowman? Now you're talking
Yeah.
about chupacabra. I was like, they're cousins? What? Like I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Being out in like Seattle or in Washington, have you ever come across any of that kind of stuff like while you're out hiking or anything or
Not really. I mean, you do hear like I have a lot of friends who are native, so
uh
they tell you about like like their stories and stuff like that, and
yeah.
skinwalkers and shit like that. And I'm just
Oh
like,
shit.
bro, fuck that,
Oh shit.
fuck that. I don't want to be part of that shit. Like that shit's scary. That's real shit.
Oh
They're telling
fuck.
you for a reason.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but I mean, for the most part, like when we go on hikes, we haven't really done like
Deep
out of the
woods.
trail, deep wood stuff. Like
Yeah.
I'm not ready for that just yet, but I do have some friends that are like, you gotta come do this, you gotta come like or I guess there's a lot of wild boars, wild
Oh
pigs that are like an invasive species. So I have a friend over here, his name is Rob. He does really funny movie reviews.
okay.
And it's pretty fucking hilarious. But he wants to go hunting and he wants to go hunt wild boars because I guess not only is it legal, but you get money for that because since they're an invasive species, they pay you for that, I guess.
Oh, okay. Oh,
So he's like, "Yo, let's go kill a wild boar, and then we'll make some bacon, and then we'll
yeah.
process the meat." And like, I'm like, "All right, shit, I'm down."
How do you hunt them things? Is it with gun or bow and
Yeah,
arrow or
whatever
oh
you
whatever.
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
shit.
Dude, in Texas, I guess you can rent a chopper and just like hit them with like miniguns.
Oh fuck.
That's fucking sick.
That's a predator type shit. You gonna go do that then or
I want to, man. Yeah,
yeah.
there's like living out here, like you get into different hobbies, I guess.
Yeah.
So I took in kayaking when we first moved out here.
Oh shit, yeah,
And
that would be really nice out there.
fucking love it, man. I love it.
Yeah.
We
You
go
do like
whale
any kind of
watching.
you do like any kind of fishing or anything?
Yeah, I've done some fishing.
Yeah.
Some of the homies in Portland, they do a lot more of that type of activity. So I'm trying to get more time to be able to go out there and like I guess
Yeah.
take part in in some of the stuff
Okay.
that they do. Like this weekend was a memorial for one of the homies that passed.
Oh, okay.
And I wish I could have gone. Like I told him, my thought and my heart is with you guys, and
Yeah.
for what I wish I would have had the opportunity to meet this guy.
Yeah.
And because for everything that I've been told, he was an amazing guy, and judging by how these guys are,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was an awesome person. And his family, which is like two of his brothers, are some of my really good friends of my brothers and stuff.
Yeah.
they're amazing people. So I can only imagine how awesome he must have been, you know. But
Yeah.
yeah, those guys do a lot more like hunting, and they do a lot more camping, and I want to get into that. You know, I really want
Oh
to,
yeah.
you know, be part of that and learn how to do all that stuff because it seems so cool, man. You know,
Yeah, that's the area to do
and
it too. It's
yeah,
got
and it would be nice even
beautiful
if you're not
views
from this
of
area. Oh
mountains,
man,
lakes, and fucking yeah, all that.
yeah, Mount Rainier, man. You can see it. I can see it from my house sometimes. You know,
Oh
like I step out and you see the mountain. And I'm like, oh shit, you know, it's
yeah.
this is not Chicago anymore. You know,
Yeah, right. Yeah, when I
yeah.
was out in Portland, we went out to like the Japanese garden that they have out there,
Ah,
and then
beautiful,
the we found out the Burnside the skate park out there and shit, and
nice.
looked at
Yeah,
all the murals that they got painted up on all the walls and everything, and
yep,
did
yeah, man. It's fun, man.
the what was it I don't know how you pronounce it Multnomah Falls, the huge waterfall.
Yeah, yeah, I don't
That
know how
they,
to pronounce it, dude.
yeah,
There's a lot of native words out here that I can't pronounce them. Yeah,
yeah,
or when I pronounce them, everybody's like, "What did
yeah,
you say?"
yeah. The locals know
Yeah,
how to pronounce it and
yeah,
shit, but yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. And then
yeah.
we,
There's one city over here called Puyallup, and for a while I was saying like Puyallup or Puyallup or something like that, and they were like, "What?" And I was like, "Dude, how do you say it? I don't know how to say it." You know?
yeah, right, yeah, yeah, yeah. Then we hit up like the Goonies location out there.
Hell yeah, Astoria.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
And the beaches that they shot the stuff on Indian
Mm-hmm.
Beach and
Yeah.
Canyon Beach.
Canyon Beach, First
Yeah,
Beach, all that other stuff. There is
yes.
one. My favorite place in that area is this. It's called Cape Disappointment.
Oh yeah,
Uh, it sounds like the place is gonna suck, right?
yeah, yeah.
Dude, that fucking thing is beautiful, man. Like
Oh
legit,
yeah,
like you could. And there's just a place to go camp, go for walks. You're by the ocean.
yeah.
You can see the water, like how violent it is when it hits the rocks, and there's eagles around there,
Oh shit.
osprey,
Yeah,
seals.
yeah,
But you're in nature, right? There's no wi. Sometimes there's not even any Wi-Fi connection, like so you can't even make a phone call or you can't get no text. But
yeah.
you just sit there and just like take everything in.
Right.
Like it changes your life, man. Like
Oh
it's
yeah,
like it's completely different than what you're used to. You know, like you're 100% connected all the time, every
yeah.
day to your phone, your smartwatch, everything. You know,
Right,
like
right.
I need cellular connection to do my job. You know, and then
Yeah,
you show up to a place like that where you're just like not
yeah. You just cut off
reachable.
from all the
Yeah,
all
and
that.
it's just and it's just like this weight, just like just off of your not
Off your
even not just your
shoulders.
shoulders,
Yeah.
off of you completely.
Oh
You
yeah.
get to enjoy the time that you have with whoever you're there with. You know.
Right.
So usually it's me, my wife, and my dogs. So
Yeah.
we just go there and just chill. You know, my wife takes photography.
Oh
She's a
okay.
photographer, part-time photographer. She's a
Yep.
nurse, but that's her hobby. And
Yeah. Yeah,
she's taking
I
some
kind of
sick
knew
pictures.
her from being with like that group of people, you know, with
Yeah.
Jason and Chris and stuff, and see her at the shows and stuff, and
Yep.
yeah, so I kind of know who she is. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So
yeah,
yeah, so she takes some awesome wildlife photography,
nice.
and my bulldog just sits there and just takes in the breeze, and sometimes runs into the water a little bit.
Yeah.
My pit bull just kind of like stares and like just guards, and then the chihuahua just barks at everything, and they were just like, "Bro, shut up! You're gonna scare the eagles!" You know, like get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Oh,
but
that's
it's cool,
funny.
man. Yeah, I always say, I always tell everybody like definitely it's Portland, Washington is one of those places that you want to visit. You know, you definitely
Yeah.
want to go take a hike and go
Right.
to one of the mountains, go to the coast and enjoy
Yeah.
it, you know.
Right.
And one thing I learned is that, don't, if you come out here, understand that it's a beautiful place, leave it as beautiful as it is,
Oh yeah.
and be grateful to the local tribes and the local natives that because this is their land, like
Yeah. Yeah.
we're on native land, like gotta
Yeah.
respect that, gotta
Right.
respect that. And it took me a while to understand that because coming from Chicago, you're like, oh, fuck, what do I know about that,
Yeah. Right. Right. Right.
and
Yeah.
yeah, and you gotta understand that, and you gotta appreciate and be respectful. You know, do
Right.
a little bit of research. People
Yeah.
people would tell you if you ask, oh, like they'll be really cool about it too. So it's a pretty cool. pretty cool area, pretty cool spot.
Oh, yeah. You were mentioning about like whale watching. We tried to do that. We got on the what was it, the ferry to cross a certain part there in Washington, and then we got on this boat and we went out there and we didn't see shit.
Bro, the first time my wife brought me out here, I was like, what are we doing? Whale watching? Whatever,
Yeah,
see.
we were expecting Free Willy and shit. We didn't see shit.
Bro, dude. So let me tell you this quick little story. So my wife brings me out here. She's done this before, so I'm like, all right, whatever, let's go. It's not gonna be that big of a deal, right?
Yeah.
So I get on the boat. We're like in the middle of freaking ocean, close to Canada.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, it's like 1 whale, 2 whales, 3 whales, 4 whales, 5 whales.
Damn.
I guess we hit a super pod, which is when like the 2 different groups of whales kind of like start swimming around each other.
Oh,
there were like over 30 whales.
Oh shit!
And I was just like, what the fuck?
That was your first time?
That was my first time.
Oh man!
You hear them, you see them jumping, and you see them in the ride. I saw little babies and shit.
Oh man, yeah, that's what we were hoping for.
I want to live here. I was like, I love this.
Yeah, once you see that, it hooks you.
But not only that, we're on the way there. There's a bunch of eagles flying.
Oh yeah,
so,
I guess we saw a few eagles and stuff, but
the seals, the sea lions, and then there's the little penguin looking birds that are in the water that have like a little yellow like mohawk kind of thing. Those were pretty cool. And it's like I said, man, it's fun. It's fun. It's fun.
Shit. Yeah, we didn't see any of that.
Oh shit! Next time you come by, let me know, and we'll make it happen, dude. Supposedly I'm like the good luck charm because every single time
we need it.
We go out with people, we always see some dope stuff.
Shit, yeah. Maybe I'll get Chris and Jason. We'll come out there.
That'd be sick, dude. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
If he brings his big truck, he'll fill it right in.
Oh shit!
Everybody here is lifted and freaking super patriotic.
Yeah. When I was out there, we went to we drove through Aberdeen to see the Cobain house.
Yeah,
and then man, that city's fucked. We've seen a lot of weird shit when we were in that area.
God left that area, dude. He was like, fuck this.
There was like a lot of crackheads, a lot of fucking meth heads and shit. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. There was a guy in a electric wheelchair trying to outrun the cops. There was 2 cop cars chasing him, and he's in an electric wheelchair. I'm like, where the heck does he think he's going?
Dude, yeah, that's one thing, man. It's either beautiful or it's fucking wild.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you went to Seattle.
But then we
saw all the homeless people, right?
Yeah.
So you saw that shit.
Yeah, but then we got to the Olympic National Forest and stuff.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
That place is beautiful. That was the second, I think, national park that I've ever been to.
Oh, okay.
And again, living in Chicago for 30 some years.
Yeah.
I did a tour with the first band that I was in, and I think we went through the Hoover Dam, and we went through I forgot what place in Reno.
Okay. Arizona area.
Yeah, so I saw some nature, but it wasn't I didn't appreciate it as much as I did when I went with my wife, and
going on a tour, you probably only had a certain amount of time to do anything. Yeah.
Plus, it's pretty funny because back then, I had no documents. I was in
okay.
So we go through checkpoints.
Oh shit!
And I'm like, oh shit, And I remember it was really funny because on that tour we were with Nasty from Germany. And one of the homies back then, his name is Radic, who was also an IED. I believe he was driving.
Yeah.
And next to him was another one of the Germans. And they look like freaking blonde blue eyes. So the guy goes, everybody here, everybody an American or something like that.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, yeah. And I was like, I'm not. Everybody laughed, So they see a bunch of super white dudes, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm just in the back cover, and like I'm kidding, let us through.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun tour, man. Like back then, we played with a lot of cool bands.
Yeah.
We met a lot of good people, and luckily still friends with a lot of those people.
Yeah. 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 That's kind of what it's all about, getting out there
Yeah.
and, meeting new people, becoming friends with
Hmm.
them, and
Yeah.
making memories and fucking
Yeah.
helping
And
each
I
other
always
out
say
when you
this.
can. And
Yeah, man. I always say this. Like, it's good to, I'm always going to be grateful for the hardcore scene, the,
Mhm.
punk scene, metal scene.
Yeah.
Um, I always tell my friends, love it, cherish it, and do everything you can to help it, positive growth of hardcore,
Yeah.
but don't stay stagnant.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta,
It's
keep living
work.
your life and improve your life. Definitely, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I see a lot of people that like, yeah, some people hardcore is everything,
Mhm.
and metal is everything, and heavy music is everything. But bro, like you still gotta live, you still gotta eat, you
Right.
still got a
Right. Right.
family. Don't forget about that.
Right.
Always make sure you're pushing forward, and everything that you're doing is for something good.
Right.
And
Right. Right.
and if you see your friends that are not like they're just standing in the same puddle, help them
Yeah.
out. Help them
Yeah.
push them out and be like, yo, get your shit together, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Wake them up.
yeah, you got to, like we're not kids, we're not at 17 like we were before, like back in the Soundlab days.
Oh shit, man.
You
Those were some
know,
good days.
yeah, hell yeah, hell
Yeah.
yeah. Do you
Yeah.
remember? Did you ever go to Mouse Basement?
Um, what was that in Indiana?
No, Mouse
Oh,
Basement was in Illinois.
okay.
Is a dude named Mao. Shout out to Mao. Like a lot of people
Uh,
don't give him as much
yeah.
recognition as he should have, because this dude
Yeah.
would open his doors
Uh-huh.
to us booking shows. I
Oh
remember we
shit.
booked Twitching Tongues there,
Oh fuck yeah. Uh,
fucking when they were just like a little
uh
band and stuff,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
Twitching Tongues play Mouse Basement,
Oh
and
shit. I may
fucking
have seen like footage of it
yeah,
online and stuff. I don't think I ever been there. I probably would have known if I was there.
yeah, yeah. It was a sick venue, and he was a dope enough dude to let us use that. But
Yeah.
yeah, there's Indiana had a lot of good shows, man. A lot of
Yeah.
fucking good shows.
Yeah. I've been there a
What is
few times, different venues and stuff.
yeah,
The a lot of VFWs and stuff
a
like
lot of
that.
BFWs. The Eagles.
Oh yeah.
Eagles was one infamous
Yeah,
place.
yeah, yeah.
Nasty little basement, but there were some heavy ass shows that went down there, man.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely saw Blood In, Blood Out and
Hmm.
the Killer and yeah, just yeah, a lot of crazy.
Yeah, there were some of the younger bands over there. Silver Hammer.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
Uh-huh.
then the Rise of the Fallen was more like a metalcore band, but all the dudes
Oh,
were
okay.
sick.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
dude, there was a band that were heavy as hell. They were kids. It was called 789.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you remember that. Now they're
Uh-huh.
like a corn cover band. Dude,
Uh-huh.
those kids were sick, bro. Like
Yeah.
for that, and the fact that they were playing shows with like
Older guys.
Silverhammer, yeah,
Yeah.
well, it was pretty sick. Plus, Indiana's always done shit differently. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
they got their own way of doing things, and it
Yeah.
worked. So
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Indiana, I mean, if you were from Illinois, you knew that going to Indiana, you're gonna get rocked at one of those shows. You're gonna
Yeah,
get your shit
yeah,
split if
yeah,
you did it right.
yeah, yeah. I kind of
Yeah,
always felt that Indiana kids coming to Chicago or Chicago kids going there. Like there was,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
It was pretty funny, man. Yeah, I remember going to like mixed genre shows back then. Like a bunch of like CDC would play with like Oceano,
yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
like
Oh shit,
some
yeah.
other
I just
metalcore
saw
band would be in the middle.
Oceano a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah, they played right in
Yeah,
what is it, in Illinois or no, in Chicago, right?
yeah, yeah. The WC Social Club.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I saw that, and I was like, that's sick. It was
yeah.
nice seeing Adam
Yeah,
be
yeah, I got to see him
play
and
a show
talk to
again,
him, and he's like, "Damn, man, this just reminds me of when we used to hang out the Sound Lab, and it was,
dude.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Do
yeah,
you remember that venue not too far from the Sound Lab? It was like fuck, I forgot what it was. It was like a ballroom,
Oh,
but
the Pearl Room.
a Pearl Room, bro.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah,
Gotham
yeah,
City Fest?
yeah, 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 yeah,
That fest was wild, dude.
yeah,
That fest was wild. There was such
yeah,
so many good memories of that place. I
yeah.
remember to the security were assholes
Yeah.
at that fest.
That's because there was no security at the Sound Lab. There was just,
Yeah, it was just us. Yeah,
yeah, just kicking and jumping and fucking swinging and
yeah. There was another venue that in Illinois that kept changing venues, but it was the same name.
um,
Um,
was it Mojo's maybe?
Mojo's,
Yeah,
yeah.
at one time maybe it was called Mojo's.
Yeah, but it was so
Yeah,
many different places, and I
yeah.
remember seeing fuck, hey, I'm drawing a blank, but well, that venue had a bunch of heavy ass shows, and we were always
Yeah,
breaking shit.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
it was
yeah,
always like windows, display cases, fucking each other's faces. Dude, it
yeah,
was that venue was fun.
yeah,
The
yeah,
guy who used to book there all the time,
yep.
that via thread
Okay.
guy.
Yep.
He actually printed the first No Zodiac shirts
Oh, okay.
because he used. And I remember he was late. He was just not gonna do it, and we're like, "Yo, you better print those fucking shirts, dude."
Yeah.
And I didn't know that dude was on a wheelchair, and I'm like threatening him and shit. I didn't realize that he had like a handicap. He was the handicap guy,
Yeah,
and then I
runs
felt like shit.
now the WC Social Club.
Oh no, shit!
Yeah, yeah, because he still rides
That's
around
crazy.
in that wheelchair, and I don't know if he
Ugh,
does like he like rides up to the soundboard and stuff. So I don't know if he actually does that stuff, but yeah, I've seen him there the few times I went and stuff. So yeah, he's still around.
that's crazy. Hey
Yeah,
man,
yeah,
hopefully everything's good with him too. You know,
yeah, yeah,
shit.
yeah,
You
yeah.
remember Elton from Indiana? Did you ever hear about him?
Uh,
He used to book a
maybe.
lot of shows too
Oh, okay. Yeah.
in Indiana. Yeah, everybody hated that guy.
Yeah.
Everybody hated that guy. I heard
Yeah.
a weird story that like I guess he didn't want to pay a specific band,
Oh
and then
shit.
they took the wheels out of his band,
Oh
and then
shit.
they drove him to the ATM. That
We're
shit's
gonna
funny,
get paid
dude.
one way or another.
Dude, you can't do that to touring bands. You know, you got to pay them. You know.
Yeah, right, right. You give them a promise of a certain cut or something like that, and
Hmm.
then you make them show up from out of state, and then they have nothing. Like, fuck, really?
Yeah. Oh, dude, I just remember. So the band that I saw was on Broken Wings
Oh,
at
okay.
Mojo's.
Oh
Dude,
shit, yeah.
that shit was wild. I remember it was around the time that I used to wear my Timberlands
Oh,
to fucking shows,
oh shit.
and all the Indiana kids showed up, and
Uh-huh.
like all the Chicago kids showed up. It was a crazy show, dude. And we were all younger too at that time.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I think if I'm not mistaken, that was the show that I got hit in the face, and I
Oh.
got my shit split open, like
Oh,
wide open, and
yeah.
Thaddeus. I don't know if
Yeah.
you know
Yep.
him.
Yeah.
Thaddeus, fucking merch king.
Yeah.
You know, he slings merch for every single great band in the world.
Yeah.
We drove to a Walgreens, and he
Yeah.
went in and came out with like butterfly stitches
Oh,
and
yeah.
like glue,
Oh
and then
shit.
just glue my shit. And then I was walking around with this nasty ass fucking cut on my face.
Oh shit.
Dude, I
Yeah.
came home and my mom was like, "What the fuck happened to you?" I was like, "I don't want to talk about it." She's like, "All right, whatever, go to sleep."
Hell yeah. Shit, yeah. Yeah, you get into sports any or anything like that out there?
Sports ball, just the normal stuff.
Yeah.
I basically I do cardio for a living,
Oh,
basically.
yeah. Yeah.
So, but I always say this, I went to one boxing lesson out here at a boxing gym,
Yeah.
and this 16-year-old kid whooped my ass like
Oh
I've never
shit.
been whooped before. That fucking kid was,
Yeah.
dude, I've never been like fucking rocked and ran around like this kid. Obviously, his fucking semi-pro. He's probably doing Golden Gloves.
Oh shit, yeah.
But I was like, I'm gonna need to lose some weight, and I'm gonna need to like because I want to do it. I have to do it. I gotta be in shape, and I gotta because you never know. Like you gotta be able to defend yourself. It's crazy times out there, so you gotta be on top of your shit.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I do want to take on some boxing. Like my homie in Chicago, he does a lot of MMA stuff, and right now he's focusing a lot on jiu-jitsu. The homie Angel, shout out to him. It was his birthday yesterday.
Shit! Shout out.
And yeah, that's like him, and then another homie from LA, Chico, and some of the homies from Desmadre. I don't know if you heard that band.
Yeah,
Desmadre, LA band. They're all doing martial arts and getting in shape.
Oh, okay.
It's an inspiration. It's an inspiration. Like it doesn't matter how old you are, you can still take care of your body. You can still take care of your mind. So
yeah, I need to get on that.
Dude, it's hard, man, because like you're used to just like loving life and loving to eat
right.
and, being comfortable, but then next thing you know, you're running out of breath, and I'm like, bro, fuck, I gotta do this.
A few stairs, and you're like, holy shit, really?
Yeah. And dude, sometimes like these people out here are ordering air conditioners, and they live in the third floor.
Oh shit!
With no elevator.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, I guess I gotta carry this 90-pound fucking air conditioner to your front door because you're hot,
yeah.
And you don't need an air conditioner out here, man. It's not that hot. Like, open the window. Why are you buying?
I'll be pressing the button. Come on down and get it,
dude. And well, that's another thing. There's a lot of older people out here.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
if
you gotta help them out.
And if they can, if it would be up to them, they would not leave their house. They would not leave their apartment.
Yeah.
Why? I have no clue, because it's so fucking beautiful out here, and even when it rains, it's nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they don't want to leave, but whatever.
Yeah. You deliver to like houses more? Or is it like businesses?
My delivery area is mostly residential.
Okay.
And it's mostly like big ass houses.
Okay. Yeah.
Like these people have money.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shit, I don't want to touch anything because I might get it dirty.
Yeah. Yeah. One other area I found, just as nice. We went out to Asheville in North Carolina, and it was it was nice out there. It's right near the Rocky Mountains and stuff like that. So yeah, that was kind of cool. But but it's not it's not Seattle, Washington, nice. They had the forest there and stuff, so in Washington and the big ass lakes and the nature and stuff. In North Carolina, they always have like black bear and stuff, which but when we were out
here too.
Yeah, when we were out in Washington, I think we seen like some elk and stuff like that, but it was no bears or anything. Luckily.
Yeah, dude.
I ain't trying to fuck with no bears in the forest.
No bears, no mountain lions. No.
Oh yeah.
From a distance, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to be like
not if they're walking towards you and shit, like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Back up and hightail it out of there.
No, I mean, yeah, dude, if you see a bear, I've been told that you gotta like make yourself look big and scream,
Oh yeah.
It's charging you, you gotta like crawl up in a ball. You gotta pray that it doesn't fuck you up.
Scream some death metal lyrics.
Right. Yeah. Then record it and record his growl and have it featuring bear that almost killed me.
Bodybag featuring the grizzly
bear. Yeah. There was a band back in the days. Most Precious Blood had a band called Minus. Remember? It was just their pit bull.
Oh,
the dude's pit bull doing vocals. I thought it was like some death metal shit, and then I'm like, yo, this is sick. What are the lyrics? And it's just pit bull growling. I was like, no way, it's amazing.
Yeah, you have to get yours on there,
dude. He's a little bitch. He's not like the the Chihuahua is the one that will fucking be
Oh.
featuring Chihuahua. It'll be a full
Wah, wah,
Mexican
wah, wah,
band,
wah,
dude.
wah.
Dude, he does not. I'm surprised he's not barking right now.
Yeah.
He's sleeping in the room right now. But as soon as
Yeah.
somebody opens the door, he's just gonna go nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, they got that online betting. I don't know if they do that out there, but like for all the sports now, they always promote the online betting and the
Yeah.
stuff you could just do on your phone and shit. They're just you get into any of that, like that kind of stuff, betting on sports and shit, or
Not that much because I don't
yeah,
have much luck on betting. I go,
yeah, I
every
never had
once in a
much luck
while,
with
and
shit with that either. Yeah,
my wife is good at stuff like that, and so,
yeah.
like we've been to Vegas a couple of times,
Oh,
and she's
okay.
always lucky with that. But like
Yeah,
I'll sit at the penny slots with like $100,
yeah,
and then in Vegas just like get a drink and then just
yeah.
use my $100, and I'm probably not gonna win anything. If I break even, I'm happy,
Yeah,
But
right.
I go with the mentality that I'm gonna lose $100. Yeah.
Yeah, anything more than that is a win.
Basically, dude. Honestly.
Oh shit, yeah. Yeah, so you grew up in Mexico then, or
So I was born in Mexico. I was born in
uh-huh.
Mexico City.
Okay.
Um, and then we moved out to Chicago. We decided to pack up and move to Chicago.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
just a few years ago, I was able to go back and, hang out with family and some.
Oh,
I
okay.
still have a lot of friends. They
Mm-hmm.
actually have a good hardcore scene out there too.
Oh, for real? Oh shit,
Some of
yeah.
the homies are in band. There's a band out there called A Call for Revenge,
Oh, okay.
and it's a good it's a mixture of hardcore, like death metal,
Oh, right.
and they're sick, dude. They're
Yeah.
sick. Yeah, they have a good scene, have a
Oh
really good
shit.
scene.
Oh yeah.
I look at some of the videos, and again, it reminds me of like the Soundlab days.
Oh
They're
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of younger kids, and they're
Yeah.
beating the shit out of each other, and they don't care. They don't realize that in like 10 years, that kick that you receive to your lower back is
Oh,
gonna
it's
fucking
gonna
cause
hurt.
some major issues.
Yeah,
You
you're gonna
know?
feel that one.
Yep.
You
Yeah,
might
yeah.
not feel it now,
You want to stage dive and land on your fucking ass? Go ahead, dude. Don't worry about it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck
But yeah,
yeah.
Mexico has a good hardcore scene, good metal scene. They're pretty cool dudes.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
Oh yeah.
and then yeah, like I said, we moved out here and out to Chicago, and then that was it from there, man. Just got into the hardcore scene. Was really young. I think I was like 16 when I started going.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And yeah, the
Yeah.
one of the first shows out there, um, it was like a fucking agnostic front.
Oh
I
shit.
don't remember what other, but agnostic front.
Uh-huh.
Fuck, I forgot this other band
Uh,
from shit,
New
from
York?
the no,
Oh.
I don't even know because
Mm.
they're like a bleeding through type of band.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
It Dies Today.
Oh, okay.
So it was
Yeah.
agnostic front. It Dies Today.
Oh shit.
Full blown chaos, and I
Oh
forgot what
fuck.
else.
Oh
It was
shit,
like
yeah.
kind of stuff like that. That was some
Yeah.
of the first shows that I went to.
Okay. Yeah. Oh shit, did it just lock up on me?
Uh, Knights
Oh.
of Columbus, the KOC.
Yeah. Arlington Heights.
So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, that I mean, that from there, I was like, I'm hooked. I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
I want to go see. I want to more. I want to go see more hardcore
Yeah,
shows,
because
and
if
then
you've never been to a show like that and you see one, like, holy shit, man, what are all these kids
yeah,
doing? Like, I mean,
yeah,
some people would see it and be like, all they are is just kicking each other and screaming. I don't get it, but
yeah,
if you were in it and you had, your friends there and stuff,
yeah.
it was great. You-
Yeah, it's a pretty, depending on where you come from and the things that you're like exposed to.
yeah,
There's a big connection, because there were a lot of bands that are talking about like like having it rough, living in the streets, and like like, or like agnostic front, like that type of lyrics, more
yeah,
punk lyrics. Or
yeah,
back in those days, it was more of like the heavy hardcore type of stuff.
hmm
Uh, personally, I got, it spoke to me. I was like, oh
yeah,
shit, I also came from like basically the dirt. Like I know what it's like to feel what this white dude is saying, and I'm Mexican. Like
Yeah, yeah,
oh shit, like we can be friends. Like I don't have to do what I'm doing right now
right,
to feel the same way. I can hang out with these dudes that are not doing any of that crazy shit. I don't have to deal
right,
with.
right.
And then you start making friends, and those friends are growing closer, and you start
Mm-hmm.
traveling to other cities and see their scene and their
Yeah,
bands and stuff
yeah.
like that. So
Hell yeah.
it's a pretty cool, man. Like I said, the hardcore scene is always gonna be it's always gonna be home. It's always gonna have
Yeah.
my heart. Metal scene the same way. Like there's a lot of good metal bands out there that I still listen to.
Yeah,
You
right,
know,
right. Yeah, and
yeah.
some
So
bands, go from the hardcore to the metal kind of stuff, like
yeah.
Hatebreed kind of, they started off
Mm-hmm.
more hardcore and now they're, a lot harder and stuff. But yeah, that was one of the
Yeah.
first bands. It was like Sick of It All was like the first one that kind of got me into it. And then I was reading like their, the back of their CDs of like
The
Hatebreed.
thank you notes.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah. Who's this Hatebreed? And then from there it was just like
dude.
I was looking up every band, No
It's
Innocent
funny. It's funny
Victim
you
and
mentioned that. Hell yeah, dude. It's funny you mentioned that because that's how I got into the basically kind of like the hardcore scene because I bought El Nino
yeah, yeah,
fucking
uh,
CD, and in the back it said thank yous to whatever, and it
yeah.
mentioned E Town Concrete,
Oh
and
yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
like, what the fuck is E Town Concrete? So then I will walk my happy ass on to a FYI or FYE store. Remember
Yeah,
those
there was no
stores?
internet but yet
Nope.
back then.
And then I saw Mandibles or
uh, Damn, this thing.
well, and then no, it's good, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And and then I took that, and then I saw Hatebreed. I'm like, okay, I'll take Hatebreed too.
Yeah,
So I grabbed a bunch of CDs, and then I went home and listened. I'm like, holy shit,
yeah,
this
yeah,
is what's up, dude. This is
yeah,
what's up. Like
yeah,
this is
yeah.
the music I want to listen to from there.
I still
Yeah,
listen to them bands and them first CDs I bought and stuff and like fuck
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Perseverance is always going to be one of the fucking staples.
Yeah,
Death
yeah.
Threat has always been one of my favorite
Oh
bands.
yeah, shit, yeah. Yeah, that
Yeah,
guy, yeah, he had a certain sound to his voice and stuff.
yeah,
A Death Threat song
yeah.
when
Yeah, that was one of the guys that I was like, yo, I want to be in a band and I want to sound like that guy. Like, like
yeah,
Bulldoze too, Kev from Bulldoze. Like, dude, I love that style.
yeah,
Because they're not screaming like super deep growls and like
yeah,
almost can understand what they're saying. Same thing with the guy from E Town. Like you understand what they're saying. They're still
yeah.
screaming, but
Right,
you
right.
know,
Yeah, it's like the higher
and
stuff rather than the lower.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Those were like to me some of like the top tier
yeah. Oh, yeah.
hardcore stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, we got about 4 minutes left on here. I'm gonna end it with Intonement. We'll play that song. You want to let everyone know you got any more music plans or stuff to come
Well,
up with anything or
yeah. There's some friends out here that want to start some bands.
uh-huh.
Or they want to start a band. So I'm gonna see what happens with that. But I'm definitely gonna start. I'm gonna try book shows out here,
Oh,
or get
okay.
in touch with the person that books shows, and
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
kind of like touching on this song. That song, me and Dan wrote it.
Yeah.
And looking back, it's looking at the lyrics. To me, it was kind of like his way of kind of saying like how fed up he was with life in a way.
Oh, yeah.
And it was towards like the end of everything.
Yeah.
So it was almost like I feel like it was part of like his exit, like I'm
Oh
out.
shit, yeah.
And I wanna continue to at least try to be part of this music
Hmm.
scene. And everything that I want to do from this point on is kind of focus it on like mental health for not just veterans, but like just anybody in general. Try to
Everyone
get
going
in.
through some shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, like
Yeah.
just have that in the back of your head, and try to do as much as I can for that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good bands out there. Like I said, out here, by all means, California, I got the homies in Desmadre,
Hmm.
uh, Scowl, Gulch. In Portland, I have friends in a band called Crooked.
Yeah.
Bands in New York, the Razor Blade, Hand Grenade, Homie West Nil. There's a lot of bands, and they're older dudes, they're younger dudes,
Yep.
and everybody's doing something positive. You know, that's kind of what I want to continue to be part of that positivity,
Okay.
and
Yeah, for sure.
and help them out or help other bands, whatever other bands that I want to do.
Yeah.
When I do some music, I'll be more down. There's also lastly, homie in Belgium. His name is Jason.
Mm-hmm.
He has a record label that I'm probably gonna help him out with that out here. They
Oh,
do
okay.
tapes, and they do hopefully get into printing shirts and
Oh, yeah.
getting your music out here exposed to in Europe. That way the music scene continues to grow.
Oh, hell
So yeah,
yeah.
it's called Death Farm Records.
Okay,
So
yeah.
check them out.
Everyone
Jason
go
Lambert,
check
he's
them
in
out. Hell yeah.
Putrefied J. He's in a metal band out there. That's
Okay.
his death metal band.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff happening, and like I said, I'm gonna continue to be part of the music scene, even if it's not in a band.
Right,
Again,
right.
just try to keep it, try to stay in
Help
it
the
and
scene
help
out,
everybody
keep it
for
positive
sure.
and keep
Keep it positive,
going.
man. Yeah,
Yeah.
keep
Hell yeah.
going. Yeah, and but like I said, shout out to all the homies.
Yeah.
And I'm here, man. If anybody wants to come out here and
Oh
to
shit, yeah.
Tacoma, play a show, hit me up. I'll put you in touch with the right people, and it's a good scene out here, man.
Yeah.
Every band should definitely come out here, man.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Well, on the end of that, I'll play Intonement, and then yeah, people can still check that out. I know you still got like what is it?
Yeah, it's on Spotify,
Bandcamp and Spotify.
Bandcamp, Spotify, yeah, all that's
Yeah.
still in there.
Yeah, check that out for sure. All right, man. Yeah, it was good talking to you and catching up and seeing what you're up
Same
to.
here, bro.
Sounds like it's doing
Yeah.
good out there for you. So
yeah, we're
as long as you don't run
just
any
keep trucking,
grizzly bears or cougars,
Hey, man. Hopefully not, dude. But if I do, I'll let you know.
Get that bear spray ready for him. And
Oh shit, yeah.
all right, man. It was cool talking with you.
Same here, man. Take care, and we'll be in touch.
Yeah, for sure. All right, man. Thanks for doing this.
Take care, brother.
All right.
See ya, man.
Enjoy your weekend.
You too, man.
All right.